Meditating on this passage from St. Mark's Gospel, I immediately thought of a phrase that St. Peter wrote in the chapter 3 of the second letter. God's patience is our safe salvation. It is true. God's patience. What a patience has God with us. What patience He has with me. The patience of God is my salvation. Why? Because we are continually asking Him for proof, constantly. It is as if we were absolutely forgetful. It is as if we no longer remember what had just happened, that just happened yesterday, or what happened a little time ago, because any of us, Catholics, have in our story, and should have in our memory, so many signs, so many miracles, so many proofs that God exists, that He loved us, and that He listens to us. We behave like children, or like immature rebellious adolescents, who in the moment that they are not given the last thing they ask for, they forget everything they have been given before, and they get angry with the one who denies the last whim or the last wish. It is difficult. It's difficult for God too. In fact, it says in the Gospel that Jesus gave a deep sigh that surely will come to be something like, I am quite tired of you. He said it in His own way. Why does this generation claim a sign? How many times have I met people, often young people above all, but not only young people, who say that they are scandalized, that they have turned away from God because they have not been given what they asked for. It wouldn't matter, because if you have given what you were asked for, whatever it is, I don't care, whatever it is, may your relatives be cured from the COVID, may you get a wonderful job, whatever you want. Imagine you ask for the moon, and the moon is given to you. Money, infinite wealth, and you get it tomorrow? Not the day after tomorrow, but tomorrow. You will have a pain in the sole of your foot. You will say to God, may the pain of my foot go away. And if it doesn't go away, you are already in a faith crisis. It is very tiring, isn't it? God's patience is infinitive, and He gives us time unto the day of death. That's how long we have the time. But why do we have to get tired, God? Why do we have to abuse of Him? Why this immense immaturity? I repeat, each one of us, God has given us signs, many signs, many miracles. So when the moment comes, what you ask for, whatever it is, may be important, may be necessary, wherever it is, at that moment, it is not given to you. At that moment, He does not give it to you. He will know why. When the moment comes, no doubt of God, Lord, I trust in you. And you don't have to give me everything I ask for in order to continue trusting you. When I ask you, Lord, it is because I need it for me, for my people, for my country, for the world, for other people, for whoever. I ask you, Lord, because I believe it's necessary. I ask it with humbleness, and I beg you. I don't demand it. But if you do not want to give it to me, Lord, I will not leave. I will not enter into crisis of faith. I will not say that you do not exist, or that you do not love me, or that you don't care about me. But how can I say that? Besides, other from the signs, the daily miracles that the Lord gives us every day, the greatest miracle for everyone, that is to say, of which we are all beneficiaries, the greatest miracle is the resurrection of Christ. That is the great miracle, because in the end, everything ends, really, and this situation we are living shows that everything happens and that also young people who seem omnipotent are new gods, strong. They are not afraid of anything. They put themselves in risk situations. Not only, thank God, they do not care if they infect anyone. They do not care about everything, not at all, I repeat, thank God, because they also get sick, and they also die. For all of us, young, old, sick, healthy, rich, poor, for all of us, everything passes, soon, certainly. And at the end of the long life, everything passes away, and what really remains is that there is eternal life. The money you have amassed, you will not take it with you, or the works of art you enjoyed, or the house you own, or you're not going to take it with you. The food you ate, you have already evacuated. What is left is God. If you are with God, there is eternal life. That is the greatest miracle. Christ is risen, eternal life, and that is where we have every day to put our mind in our heart. Lord, I ask you to cure me of this illness, to give me this job, to help me with this problem, me and this person I love. Lord, I beg you, do not leave me alone. Lord, help me. But above all, Lord, I ask you, do not let me separate from you, because in the end everything passes, and what remains is nothing less than eternal life. So be it.